all day light, all night light, on the blue light, on fist light, big fist light, this wild light, house call light, and it sound light, and it sound light, and it sound light.
Put a smile on your face, y'all. It is NFL draft night, man. I've been anticipating this night ever since the end of the Super Bowl. We get all of our questions answered tonight. Who's going number one overall? What teams are making what moves? Who's doing this? Forget all the mock drafts, all those opinions and the experts making statements. Yeah, go ahead and ball that up and throw it in the trash, man. None of their opinions matter tonight. It is all about these 32 NFL teams and what moves they make to get closer to chasing the championship. And the team to get us started tonight, the Jacksonville Jaguars with the first overall pick. Now, Jacksonville is in an interesting situation. These past couple of weeks, they've made some moves to make everybody second guess what they're going to be doing in the draft. But at the same time, they still have a whole lot of holes in their team that they need to fill. So how will they approach it? What will the moves that they made in free agency affect the draft tonight? Will they pick a tackle? Will they pick a pass rusher? Will they pick a wide receiver for Trevor Lawrence to throw the ball to? We'll find out all that tonight. We find all of that out tonight. But before we find all that out tonight, I got five guys I believe that if they're selected in the first round will make a big splash in the NFL. If these guys are picked in the first round, I think they will be. I shouldn't say if, because I do believe these guys will go in the first round. Like some say, I might be stretching with a few of them, but these guys I do believe will find a home in the first round tonight. Ikem Ekwonu, Aiden Hutchinson, Trevor Penning, Charles Cross, and Chris Olave. Those are going to be the guys that I pay attention to. I'm going to be watching those guys to see if they get picked up in the first round. Ikem Ekwonu, I know I got a lot of guys that I've picked in my five as offensive linemen, but like I said, it's stacked with offensive linemen this year, and whoever picks up this kid will not regret it. This guy has a mean streak as well. He puts hands on you, the guy's getting out the way, or if he doesn't want to get out the way, he's going in the ground, and that boy's serving breakfast, serving pancakes all over the place. This guy will be a good fit for any football team. I see him, he may go in the top 5. There's a lot of teams that need offensive line. Like they got the Jets and the Giants to have 2 picks in the first round. So I'm thinking one of those 2 teams pick him up if they're smart about it. So I see Ikem, him going to one of those teams, honestly. But, I don't see him going past number 6. Nobody picking his name. I'm sure he'll hit his name around that time in this year's draft. So I'm excited to see where he goes. I'm thinking, between the 2 New York teams that had the 2 picks, I'm thinking it's going to be between those 2. It's going to come down between those 2 franchises on which one he goes to. And he'd be a great addition to any team that he joins. And speaking of team, I would absolutely love for my team to get this guy, but he's going to be gone no later than the 5th pick in this year's draft. And my team won't get on the board till the 14th pick. But having said that, I think Aiden Hutchinson, as much as I would love to see him on my team and the Ravens, I'm hoping that Detroit picks him up. Like I said, this whole thing about all this fake news, just so it's kind of smoke screen to let folk know what teams are doing. But Aiden Hutchinson to me fits the Lions just insanely well. The kind of mentality they're trying to have, like that attitude and edge, physical football. That's the kind of atmosphere they're trying to bring to Detroit, and they've done that in this offseason with free agency. And I feel that Aiden Hutchinson would be a fantastic fit to there, not only to the team, but to that defense that's loading up too. They've done a great job in that in this offseason, so I'm excited to see where he goes. But if I'm a betting man, I see Detroit picking him up. Now, I've been following this guy and learning about this guy ever since the offseason started. The dude's a beast. He's a monster. I love his style of football. I love the way he plays. But the big knock on Trevor Penning is the fact that everybody keeps saying he's big and he has issues with linemen that are shorter than him and they get underneath him. Look, I'm not a line coach, but I'm telling you, that is the purpose for the offensive line coach, to get him to learn to deal with those things in the NFL, to learn to deal with that in the pros, because that is complete BS that he is not worthy of a first round. I do believe that Trevor Penning is a first round draft pick. Now, y'all can make that argument and say y'all pushing him back to the second round, but I honestly believe if y'all don't pick up this man in the first round, whoever ends up picking him is going to get a great player, but he will be pissed off and take it out on the other 31 teams that are in the NFL. Trevor Penning has a mean streak. He body slams every guy he's gone up against in the Senior Bowl and at his school up in Northern Iowa. The guy is no joke. He is a first-round draft pick to me. Trevor Penning, whoever gets him, I'd love to have him, but whoever gets this guy, and if he's not, they're in it for, and they're getting a great player, and if he's not picked in the first round, in my opinion, that is a complete robbery. He's worthy of it. I think he needs to be gone in the first round. Charles Cross, man, put hands on you. You're not going anywhere. I think he'll be in the top 10 as far as the draft tonight. Any team that picks him up, they will not regret it. There are a lot of teams. Never underestimate a team's need for a left tackle. You know, they always. If you have an opportunity, like I said earlier, if you have an opportunity to pick up a great player, you need to take it and don't take no gamble. Charles Cross, you know, there was a debate between, you know, him and a couple of other linemen, and especially between him and Evan Neal, who was the number one. But I think Neal has a little bit more of an edge, and he will be picked first. But Charles Cross, hell, for all we know, he could be picked number 5 or number 6. But I see him going in the top 10. You know, it'd be a great pickup for any team. Defend your franchise quarterback, whether you got one or not. It's a hell of if you already got a franchise quarterback, put him there to protect him. If you don't, makes your team sexy to a quarterback to come to your team and help you guys out in the first place. Now, at first, I had Chris Olave going to the Browns. But things have happened, things have changed, and now the Browns are no longer in the first round. They have traded that to the Houston Texans. So it's up in the air for me where Chris Olave goes. Now, he is one of the top receivers in this year's draft, so I'm not seeing him going too low. I also know for a fact, like, I guess it's weird to say, or no point to say really, that teams need wide receivers, because all teams need wide receivers. But there are certain teams like the Packers and the Chiefs who have traded away their top receivers to, you know, Vegas and to Miami. So maybe those guys move up to pick up Olave. Maybe they make that move. They got 2 draft picks in the first round, or some other team like swoops in, makes a deal. There's a lot of teams, like I said, that need wide receivers, but who will take the chance to pick up Olave? One of the best receivers in this year's draft. So I seen him go top 10. I see him going top 10. But I'm excited to see where this guy goes, and wherever he goes, he's going to have a great impact. But at the end of the day, these are my opinions. These are guesses. It's all on the teams tonight, man. They've done the homework. They've done their own set of research. They have their own plans. They know who and who they don't want the information to get out to. They have all the smoke screens going off right now. It's all coming to a head. We don't know what's in store. All we know is that these young men will be picked and enter the NFL on different teams and have their dreams answered. And I'm excited for them. I'm excited for their future. I'm excited for their families as well. This is a great night for these guys, and I can't wait to see their emotion when their name's called by Commissioner Goodell. And let's not forget that great tradition of the NFL draft of booing that clown. I absolutely love it. Y'all do it in your house. I know they're going to do it in Vegas. Let's just boo them and just keep it going. Let's just boo every commissioner. I don't care if they do something good or not. Let's keep that tradition going. But seriously, man, I'm excited. I can't wait. Let's go get it. NFL Draft 2022 tonight.
With the first pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars select